welcome back to Life on the Franch. Today, I just wanted to make a sad, quick sort of announcement as to just an update for our lives. So, before our vacation, we had noticed that Gamer had lost weight, and it was very sudden. And we were like, well, that's not great. So we immediately called our vet, scheduled an appointment. This was like a week before we left, so this was a Friday. We scheduled the appointment for Monday. That's when they open, the soonest they could get him in. So in the meantime, we put in extra food, and we noticed that he wasn't eating the food. So we put in softer foods as well, thinking maybe it's a teeth issue. We checked his teeth. It didn't look like a teeth issue, but just in case, we put in some softer food. We put in some fruits. We also put in some more fatty foods like yogurt, just anything to get him, enticing him to eat. But he just wasn't eating. Then we noticed that he wasn't drinking, so we put in an additional water bowl, and then we syringe fed him some water. It was very scary. We didn't know what was going on. So then we took him finally on Monday morning to the vet, and basically the vet couldn't figure out what was wrong with him at all. They're like, we have no idea why he would have lost weight so quickly, where he would have gotten it from, and they were like, our best course of action is to put Gamer down. So we had Gamer euthanized and cremated, and so Gamer has passed away. And obviously that's very upsetting. But I'm glad that we were able to be here. It didn't happen while we were gone. And I'm thankful that, we got to interact with Gamer before he passed away and crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. And then we went on vacation, and we have a hamster babysitter, and while we were gone, hamster babysitter checking on all the hamsters, sending us pictures, everything's going fine. We come back, we see all the hamsters right away, within a minute of entering the door, all of the hamsters we saw out, which was very relieving. I always get nervous when we leave. The next day, Patch comes out. He wants to play. He's running all over our bed. He's crawling in our hands. He's being super cute. Looks totally fine. Has not lost weight. Eyes are clear. Everything is A-okay. Put Patch back. We hear Patch running in the evening. Whatever. The next day, Stan puts in some fresh carrot, and he notices in the following morning that Patch has not really eaten the carrot. We're like, oh, that's kind of weird. He likes carrots. So he's like, well, I'll put in some flaxseed, because Patch just loves flaxseed, cannot just leave flaxseed. So he puts the flaxseed in, comes home from work, flaxseed is untouched. So he goes and he looks for Patch, and Patch has passed away. Which was very surprising in terms of how he looked, but unsurprising in terms of our hamsters' ages, both Gamer and Patch. While we got them at different times, Gamer was a rescue, and Patch and Butter is our hamster who passed away, around Thanksgiving. We have 4 hamsters. If you count Butter in this conversation, we're talking about 5 hamsters. So, and they're all in different enclosures. I want to make that clear if you're new to our channel. So anyhow, but Patch and Butter were in the same litter, and so we figured it would be somewhat close. Butter had ongoing health issues, which is why Butter passed away so much sooner. Butter was being treated by a vet regularly, but it just was so much of they just couldn't, there was no like cure, and it just became like worse and worse, and the health issues started compounding. But yeah, like all of our hamsters are quite old. It's pretty likely that Rocky will pass away sometime in the nearish future, because Rocky is almost 3 years old. Rocky is a rescue. We've had Rocky for almost 2 years ourselves. And so, Rocky's approaching 3. Hamsters typically live between 2 and 3 years. Patch is passed away at just over 2 years. Gamer passed away at just over 2 years. It's unsurprising, but because our hamsters, even though we got them at different times, we're all around the same age, they're all going to be passing away around the same time, except Hypnos, who we think is a year old. But he's also a rescue, so it's a big question mark. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I know a lot of you are attached to our hamsters, and we really appreciate that. So, we were at a point where we were probably going to get another hamster to go into Gamer's enclosure, because we've had some time to process it, and quite frankly, having like these empty tanks is incredibly sad and depressing, and we miss our hamsters like dearly, but having empty tanks is not going to be doing us any favors in terms of grieving them. We can grieve them and love new hamsters at the same time, but that's probably why you're not going to be seeing that many hamster videos coming up, just because we're grieving, and I'm not in a rush to get new hamsters. And then the other thing I wanted to say is one of the downsides of owning hamsters is their short lifespan. You grow to love these hamsters so much, and you see their personalities develop, and how different they are from each other, and how spunky they can be, or how sweet they can be, and you just fall in love, and you have them for such a short time. So I think it's really important that you treasure every day that you have your hamsters, and give them the best life possible, because they only have such a limited time on Earth. One thing that I will say is that it can be hard for other people to sympathize if you lose a hamster. I think that because hamsters are not dogs or cats, people have a hard time understanding like why you would get them in the first place. So when they pass away, they have a hard time like sympathizing or understanding like how that grief is. So if you have lost a pet hamster, my heart goes out to you. I know how difficult it is. I also know how other people may not understand. But I want to let you know that I am sorry for your loss, and maybe our hamsters will hang out in the great big blue. That's all I really have to say on this topic. I'm sorry this is a depressing video, but I felt like I should share it with you all. And I will talk to you later. Bye.